Hi, quick intro to Article Helper Pro. Excuse me, I've got a bit of the sniffles, so if I'm coughing and spluttering a little bit, that's why it is. I've just started up Article Helper Pro, and you want to do a new project because you're new to it. So do a new project, give it a title, pick a folder. I've just got it as AHP test. Do you want synonyms included? Do you want it to save each paragraph? Synonyms, personally, I don't use. I have tried just about every rewriter on the market. Personally, I have to just rewrite what they throw out. So I like to write straight through. But not everybody does, so we've included the synonyms. And by all means, use that option, and then you'll have to just do a little bit of rewriting. Do you want to include resource boxes, and you can calculate the keyword density. So pull, put your title in. Now you can put in your original article here, and you would then go and do your 2 rewrites. Or if you've got 3 articles already, then you would put each one in there. Try and make them the same number of paragraphs. Always makes it a bit easier for editing. And each paragraph must have a clean line break between it. Okay? So you would just paste them all in there. Okay, and when you're pasting them, make sure you don't include the title in with each one, because that will make it into its own paragraph. So just copy the actual article you're using. I'm just copying 3 in here for the ease of making a video. Normally what I do is just put 1 article in and then do rewrites for the other 2 paragraphs. Save it. Oops. Save it, and there you go, it creates it. So as you can see, I've now got all 3 versions. Okay. Version 1 is 337 words, 348 words, 335 words. And then over here on the right hand side, it shows you how many words are in this paragraph. So what you could do is you could do a rewrite of this right now. You could rewrite that, delete it if you want. You could delete it and put a whole new one in there. Or you could just rewrite this, read through it and do a quick rewrite. Now we've only got 4 paragraphs here, so that'd be nice and simple. I try and start off with an original article that's 5+, and that gives me more variation. You can spell check your content, always a good idea, because Google particularly don't like to see loads of spelling mistakes. Obviously it should have been spell checked when you wrote it, or whoever wrote it for you provided it, but it's always worth doing an extra little check. Saving your articles. Now you can just save them as article 1, 2 and 3. So if you had written unique content in the 2nd and 3rd positions, you could just save those as articles that you would use. Okay, you would just save. Now, as you can see here, the paragraphs, it's actually saved each set of paragraphs. Let me open one of those. Oops. Let me just open up those paragraphs. Here we go, here's the folder. So, and there you go, it's got the 3 paragraphs that we've just produced. So if you wanted to use those for something else, you could. Right, so we've saved each one individually, and now we're going to save by difference, which will kind of spin them up. So it takes different paragraphs from different article versions and mixes them all up. If you want less, then select a lower difference. So if I put 30% here, allowing that it's only got 4 paragraphs, it creates 9 articles. If you want to create loads, put a high percentage difference. And this will create, the more paragraphs you have, the more articles you'll end up with. And that has created 81. If you get up to like 8 paragraphs, I think you end up with like 6,500 variations. Obviously, personally, I don't have that many places to put them. But have a little play around. You know, as with any software, find your comfort spot. Would you normally work with 5 paragraphs, 6 paragraphs? And spin it to see how many variations you want. You know, if you know you're going to use it on 5 different places, then you just want it to create sort of 7 or 8 or whatever the number is. But the more paragraphs you have, the more variations you'll end up with. Okay? Ask and Help Pro really is very simple to use. It will work on your Windows PC. I'm running it here on Vista. And if you've got any questions, by all means, give me a shout. Cheers!